Testing, testing. Does that work? My guess is that's terrible quality.
One. Okay, here we are. There's the microphone. All right. All I needed to do was unplug it and plug it back in again, and it would work. All right. Sorry for the wait, everybody. Um, Welcome to TAS Comp 2025 Task 12. For the first time in a very long time, there are no co-commentators, so I'm going to be doing this all by myself. So we'll see how that goes. See if I can bring the energy of multiple commentators all by myself. So unfortunately, I had to close Dolphin to fix my microphone, so I'm gonna have to fix that right now. But let's switch the scenes real quick. So welcome to Mario Kart Wii. Of course. What other game would we be doing? Certainly not Mario Kart World because I specified MKWii. So thankfully we don't have to worry. And we're gonna just quickly watch this intro just to get ourselves hyped up for the stream. So, how is everyone feeling? Heated? How are you all feeling going into this stream? What placing do you think you're feeling? Can you commentate? Yes, absolutely. Just go into general. I'll drop you. Yeah, I can drop the volume of Dolphin. It's easy. Yeah, Epic, head into the general VC. I'll drag you in. Yeah, sorry everyone. Just dealing with possibility of another commentator. That'll definitely up the energy. All right, that's the intro done. Let's get going. So, fun part about this task is what's coming up in this character selection screen. So, what I would like everyone in the chat to do is tell me what they notice wrong about this image. What's off about this character selection screen? Oh wait, I can't drag you in because I don't actually have moderation permissions. That's really funny. If Dash is watching the stream now, if he could drag Epic from General to Stream VC, that would be very helpful. Yeah, so you may be noticing, that's not Diddy Kong. That is Crash Bandicoot. Even though it says Diddy Kong, it's definitely not Diddy Kong. So we're going to be using Diddy Kong today. And by Diddy Kong, I mean Diddy Kong. Hello, Epic. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
What do you think of our Diddy Kong today?
I don't think that's Diddy Kong.
Would you like me to screen share my dolphin? So you've got
Yes,
it without.
that would be
latency?
ideal.
Alright.
The stream is a little bit behind on my end, so.
There you go. Alright, so
Okay.
today We have 18 different submissions. I'm not entirely sure on the number of competitors. I believe it's over 30. Because there were 11 teams.
Oh wow, we've got like
Maybe
custom
29.
vehicles
I'm
and
not
stuff
sure.
too.
But yeah, so we have 18 submissions. Unfortunately, 2 disqualifications. So that means in last place, we'll have 16th place. But let's read out the task first. That's very important. Why we have Crash Bandicoot? Well,
That is
Task
important because
12.
I have no idea what the task is.
Task 12. On CTR Sewer Speedway, using Diddy Kong, textured as Crash, and up to 1 mushroom, complete lap 1 as fast as possible. This is a relic race, so hitting crates marked with the number 1 will freeze the timer for 1 second. And you may not perform an ultra. This is a 2-person collab task. The in-game timer will take account of these timer freezes for your lap time. So basically, complete the lap as fast as possible, but try and route in a way that hitting the crates marked with 1 will lose less than a second, so you can gain some time from that. So that may not make some sense at the moment, but I'm sure it will make sense by the end of the stream, especially once you see what the boxes look like and see how the time is interacting. It will make a lot more sense. So let's get on to the runs. So in last place, let me load up my stream notes on my phone so I don't have to switch between windows here. In last place, with a time of 22.305, we have Core. Congratulations on not disqualifying.
Yay!
Alright, so let's see, what combo is he going to use? He's going to use Diddy Kong Mock Bike. Ooh. Now, instead of going to Toad's Factory, I'm just going to load a save state, because now I'm at his run. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so
Are you not using SP for this then?
I am not,
or-
because there's no
Okay.
relic race code on that. So here we go. So these are
That
the
makes
boxes.
sense.
This is the track.
Oh. Interesting.
And we've got no music. That's always nice. So as you see, the timer just froze. It's going to freeze for 2 seconds here. It's going to freeze for 1 second here, and then 1 second here. So this run is just giving us an idea of what this track looks like, where the boxes are. So there's a water section, there's some half pipes, there's a pipe here. And you can see on the minimap there's actually multiple routes, and boxes have been placed strategically on several different routes to try and encourage people to branch out, look at different options. Using a mushroom there, so you're only allowed to use one mushroom during the lap.
Okay.
And we'll see here at the end, there's actually a possibility of freezing the timer so long that it's still frozen when you cross the finish line, which could come into play for some cool strats at the end. So that's our first run. I have
Thank
no
you,
idea.
Core, for the nice demonstration lap.
Yeah, thanks very much. I have no idea what to expect. I did do this task, but I did not spend long enough to really get an idea of what other possibilities there are. So, who knows? Right, so next
I
up...
didn't do the task.
Clearly.
I'm only just now finding out what it is.
Yeah.
It looks pretty interesting, though. I'm excited.
So, I should mention, this task has actually been in the works for, I think, 11 months. When Lucio, custom track creator, approached us with the possibility of doing a relic race. And over the past 11 months, they've been given updates on possibilities, and then we eventually slotted the task in for this, and Flurry picked a track. We had the boxes laid out, and then we ran it. So, fellow CT creator Lucio also made a contribution to TAS Comp in the form of making the track Crypt of the Cataclysm from the tournament final last year. And they actually made that track with another CT creator, Kane the Snowman, who in 15th place, cutting off 2 seconds with a time of 20.303, is Kane.
Ooh. Oh, is it going to be a kart time? I know he plays kart.
So, see.
Oh. I don't even remember what that vehicle is called.
So this is the Sprinter, aka B-Dasher Mark II. So let's see what that means. So, rapid fire hopping on that ramp using the mini turbo to do so. So it's quite a steep slope. And then taking this route instead. Then going all the way around here. And alright, here's our other route.
Ooh,
So there's way more boxes up here.
interesting.
And then hitting a box there. Another box here. Another box here. I mean, I'm just going to keep saying that, so I should probably pick a different word.
So, like, were the number of boxes on each route, like, balanced to try and make them about equal?
Somewhat. I mean, there's never an intention on making a balanced strat without actually testing the task itself, and doing so means
Oh,
you're
that's
sort
fair.
of doing the task anyway. So, I mean, they
Yeah.
set out enough boxes for it to be not too obvious, but also not too easy to figure out. So yeah, really nice
Certainly
kart
can't tell
run.
what the optimal route is. So, nice car run. Very cool to see a sprinter.
So
Hopefully, we'll get some more car times.
in 14th place, cutting off 600 milliseconds. We've got sub 20, so that's really nice. With a time of 19.703 is Tom Cube. We're heading back to. Hang on. We're heading back to our first save state here, which is Mark Bike. But before I do that, I'm just going to quickly edit my hotkeys because I realized I've got a button I'm pressing, which is a problem. So let's just clear that, and we'll clear that. Alright. Cool. So, Tom Cube is this run.
Tom
Yeah.
Cube.
Okay, so doing a start slide.
Start
Very
slide.
good.
Yes. Excellent.
And not getting rapid fire hop. As I suspected, I believe that's because it requires a mini turbo and that may not be faster. They're going that route to get those extra boxes. Going on the water, so you're going much faster on the water, going about 106. But going up here to get an extra box.
Ooh. Nice rapid fire right there.
So we are still yet to know whether the upper route or the water route is optimal. Using a mushroom there to get reject road, extra speed,
Nice.
and sub 20 time. Yeah, so that's what rapid fire hops would look like if you don't mini turbo. Attempted a super grand there.
I see.
That could come in useful.
Oh, there is a slope there.
Well, let's pause the game so that Lakitu isn't annoying us for the next minute. So yeah, very, very interesting run. Is this a kart track? I mean, it could be. There's a lot of moving water, so it's a possibility that kart could have potential, but we'll get to that. So in the next run, right, we've been doing Mach Bike. That seems like the optimal run, the optimal combo. Because I mean, who wouldn't use Mach Bike if you're on a medium character? Well, there aren't that many tight turns. So why wouldn't you just use
That is
Snickster?
true. Ooh.
Well, in 13th place, cutting off 2.2 seconds with a time of 17.484, is a competitor who I believe their first task was last task. With a I already said the time. Is Zevsef. Congratulations on 13th place.
Steve still? I don't think I've heard of this person before.
Yeah, they're really, really new.
Cool.
So
Glad to see we're still getting new competitors.
this did run. Let's see how Sneakster handles this track. Or for you PAL users, Nitro Cycle. Didn't get full start boost, unfortunately. But going up here to get extra boxes. And using a mushroom to get up on the upper path. But then going all the way to the side to get 2 extra boxes. That's 2 extra seconds of time freeze. So the key is a box is useful so long as it doesn't take 1 extra second to go around to get it.
Right.
Because that would cancel out the benefit of the time being frozen. And for the end
I think
here,
that's the first time. Yeah.
yeah,
okay.
timer is still frozen as they cross the finish line. So the time you hit that final box is your final lap time. So we could end
That
up
is
seeing
interesting.
a tie here potentially. Well, you can see through
What's
the
this? A
the
model
collision.
hole.
Model hole.
Oh, how could this happen? Anyway, I think that was the first person to not use the shroom on that one like half pipe turn,
Yeah,
and it
so
did
use the
seem a
shroom to
lot
get up on the-
slower.
Yeah,
I think that's
they use
interesting.
the mushroom to get up on the. I think this is either a tap or they're just finishing the race without instant finish. Or TTK. Alright. Yeah, really nice run for your second submission ever. Hopefully you continue to submit. Especially 13th is quite reasonable. But in
Good
12th
job.
place, yeah, very good job. In 12th place, surprisingly low. Cutting off 568 milliseconds. With a time of 16.916, we have Dash and Rogue.
Oh, so this was a collab test.
Yes,
Oh,
this
this
was
is
a
the first
task.
collab. Wow.
So I wonder what happened in this run here. So, turn on input display. I mean, I can turn on input display. Let me just do that quickly. There you go. So let's see. What are they doing here? They're taking this same route. How are they going to do the rest? Not hitting the box there. Interesting decision. What is this? Why do I have a warning?
Is it a dolphin warning?
It is a dolphin warning. Dolphin is not responding. I guess I should potentially. I'm not going to do input display if it's going to cause this to happen. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to deal without it. Sorry, tactical. Yeah, we're going to have to rewatch that run. I'll stream for you. Okay.
They
Right.
hit the evil region.
Is
That
it-
was honestly like my first thought. Like maybe they hit some like area or something that caused the track to crash.
Possibly. Alright. So, again, we've got this route. And then we're not hitting that box. I think that's a really interesting decision. That would have been a lot
Curio,
harder.
you're not, the gameplay isn't on your stream.
Oh, it's still stuck on the main dolphin window. Apologies. Apologies,
Yeah.
everyone. dolphin. Let's just hit that and that. There you go. Done. Attempt number 3. There you go. Can't be a
Third
stream
time's
without
a
some
charm.
technical issue. Right, very good. So obviously optimal start side there. Nice low trick. And then taking this route, same route as Zifsef. Yeah, as I've said twice now, I think it's an interesting decision that they didn't go for that box. It wouldn't have been a second out of the way. And then they're going for this, not tricking so that they can land on that box. So good decision. And then
Still have a
hitting
shroom.
this box. They're using their mushroom there instead of on the reject road. So that possibly lost quite a bit of time. So yeah, just a regular lap of the track.
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good. I think there are some more boxes though
I think, yeah,
that can be hit without
the main
losing
downside
a
of this
second.
run is that they had a lot of opportunities to hit out of the boxes and just chose to just drive fast. And that may be a pattern in the rest of these runs, but I haven't seen them, so we'll find out. So, what do you think? Will the next time cut be big or small?
Let's see, what place are we on again?
We're
I
about to
think
go
it's
to
gonna be
11th.
small. I'm gonna say small.
Okay, well, it's actually, I don't know whether this counts as small. If it were a different task, it might be big, but cutting off 317 milliseconds with a time of 16.599 in 11th place is Zach C3.
Congratulations on 11th place.
So, getting in the video as a ghost.
Oh,
Though I don't know how ghosts will work in this. I may need some help from Marvis to figure out a
Oh.
clever solution. Interesting
wait, I hadn't.
clip drift there.
Oh.
And then grabbing both of those boxes. Let's see.
Right route.
Going for these two here. And yeah, using his mushroom to get up on the upper path fast. Okay, going around for the extra boxes, as usual. Tricking here, so that's sometimes they overdash. Rogue. Alright, how's he gonna do this? Going wide for this box. Interesting. And then
Yeah, he
going
doesn't
on
get the
that
shroom
side
right
of the
there.
tunnel.
Oh, that's interesting.
And okay. So yeah, let me explain what he just did there. So because the timer is still frozen when you cross the finish line, there is actually some leeway for what you can do at the end of the race. So suppose the time is frozen for 2 seconds, which it is. And suppose it takes about 1.5 seconds to reach the finish line. That means you have half a second to do whatever you want. And so what he chose to do was just drift in the wrong direction into the finish line. And so we may end up seeing some other people messing around at the
Potential
end.
for like a 1 second TAS at the end
1 second TAF,
or
absolutely.
something like that, or TAF, yeah.
I mean, it depends on how fast you're moving. There really isn't actually that much leeway. Maybe a handful of frames. But
If you
yes,
get all
still.
3 of the boxes, so wait, do the boxes stack if you get like
Yes,
2
so
right next to
if
each
you
other?
hit 2 in a row, it's frozen for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So it's basically the number of boxes you hit that is the amount of time the time is frozen during the lap.
Right.
Or just time
Okay.
frozen full stop, because you may finish the lap while it's frozen, as we've seen. Right, so yeah, that's 11th. Very interesting. Almost more normal run than Dash and Rogue. But yeah, on to 10th place. Cutting off 400 milliseconds with a 16.199. I believe this may be their first top 10. I'm not actually sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Lentil Soup. That's their team name. And it's Sir Cheezel the Dolphin, the 17th, and Welvy. Congratulations.
Congratulations on being in the video.
It's probably wrong. I'm sure they've been in a top 10 before, especially Wally. They got, I think, 5th in Special Task 3, the iconic Grassland Mountain Task that someone in this call won.
Oh, is that me? Did I win that?
Yeah,
I don't.
that's
Oh
pyramid.
yeah. Oh
Pyramid
wait,
task.
Wildby submitted to that
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize they'd been around for that long. That's cool.
Well, they submitted to that and then didn't submit for several years, and then came back.
So this is like a comeback then.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, Walvy's one of the comeback tasses.
Cool.
Why did I go to the menu? I didn't need to go to the menu. I can go here. Yeah, interesting me. What's funny about this me name is because of the backslash in the me name, the file name had a backslash in it, and so when extracting the zip of the ghosts, it actually created a folder with the
That's
ghost
funny.
inside it. Like the ghost was named Toad's Factory _ the me name, and then with the time and the RKG file extension. But it had a folder called Toad's Factory _ and then the file was inside it, which is just ridiculous. But alright, enough of the weird file explorer shenanigans. Okay, another person doing a correct start slide and going very tight, not having to rehop. Taking this route, so that's 1, 2, 3 boxes, 4 boxes. Okay, landing these 2, using a mushroom to go up here. Yep. And going all the way around for all 6 boxes. Not tricking here. I am curious whether tricking or not tricking is faster. Not tricking will get you to the ground quicker, which will give you the moving water. And using reject road all throughout
Nice.
that pipe, and then tricking here at the end. Very nice, almost sub 16 time.
Good stuff.
Now, we were talking earlier about whether kart would be faster on this track, and I don't think it is. And most people know it isn't, but one person doesn't care. Can we name
Oh
who that
boy.
person is?
I think we have 2 options here. I'm gonna go with Blue Nard. That's my guess.
All right.
I-
Does
I
anyone in
should
the
say
chat
that I also
agree?
don't know who submitted to this task, but if he did submit, then I think it's him.
Yeah, I'm echoing in your mic at the moment a little, Epic. It's not that obvious, but it is happening. Oh, everyone's now saying Blue Nod.
That shouldn't be possible.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. Everyone seems to agree that it's Blue Nod, so I will reveal 9th place. Completely skipping over 15 seconds, with a time cut of 1.268 and a time of 14.931 is, of course, Blue Nod. And take a look at this combo. That's the wrong combo. Take a look at this combo. We've got
Very nice.
definitely Diddy Kong on the Wild Wing. So, yeah, someone suspected that he's going to use the newly discovered
Oh, the EV tech
EV
in the
building
water?
strat on the water, so we'll see if that's true. Could be very interesting. And a good opportunity to showcase it, but using 2 boxes there in the
Ooh.
beginning, what?
Okay.
That's a 3
I'm
second
liking this
time
already.
save. And alright. Not going in the water, so no.
Shroomless. Shroomless up here. Very nice.
But yeah, getting streamless. I mean, it was no streamless early on, I think.
Yeah, that was with the trickers,
Oh,
I
and
think.
using
He just used a
the
MT.
cart to just get so many extra boxes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the larger hitbox and like the
Ooh,
directions
and then
that
yeah,
you can
rapid
go.
fire hop on that ramp. And yeah, just even hitting the wall. All right. Well, I mean, that's a lot of opportunity for other strats if IDB can replicate it, or ODB perhaps. I mean, maybe ODB is faster. There's definitely a lot of slopes potential for ODM or super grinding. But yeah, I like that run. I don't like that time cut. Yeah, it's not a very nice time cut. But the next time cut is a little more manageable. 8th place, the cursed placement, cutting off 233 milliseconds. So nice and average. With a time of 14.698 is Sumbro and Cesar.
Interesting.
This you'll be shocked at the combo.
You know, I was about to say, like, maybe outside drift could be optimal because we saw in that run that it lets you hit a lot of extra boxes. But I guess we're not going to see that yet,
Yeah. Duck on sneaks through
if at
again.
all. I don't
Let's
know.
see where that's useful. Well, it's useful everywhere, but let's see where that's not useful. Where the potential time losses come from. So hitting all of that boost panels, that's good. They're not going to be able to get any extra boxes in the way that Lunar did. But definitely
Using the shroom for the alternate route here.
This is possibly just a much cleaner version of the last Sneaks to run we saw. Or just a version of Dash and Rogue's run with better driving. A lot more reject road. So that's nice. And going on the right side again. And yeah, it loses some time on that turn. And then yeah, you just wheelie at the end. The end is just so weird. Because you can't rapid fire hop on the ramp because then you lose time to the timer freeze.
Yeah, that's interesting actually.
It's going slower to go fast.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, the only thing that matters is getting to the box as quickly as possible, because that's effectively the end of the race.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The end of the race is the box. All right. Well, I am saddened to say that is the last time we will see Sneakster. But does that mean we'll see more Mark, or will we see something else?
I want to see some standard bike M. Let's go.
Well, for now, we're just going to see another Mark run, unfortunately. So in 7th place, cutting off 851 milliseconds. These are dangerous time cuts, people.
These are getting big.
With a time of 13.847, it's 315C and Alex. Congrats on top 7 placement. Yeah, Monk. Oh dear. Oh dear is right. You narrowly avoided 8th place. So I am much lower. Going back on this route again, so still unsure as to whether one route is faster than the other. So you've got 4 boxes on one and 3 on another.
Roomless.
But the one with 3 is much quicker route. So it depends on whether it's a second faster.
Yeah, it must be pretty close.
And going all the way around to get 3 boxes here.
Oh, okay.
And that rapid fire hop strat returns, and then they just hit the box. The end.
We're starting to see some creative routes to hit more boxes.
Just as a reminder of how, let me just like quickly drive a lap of this course. Hang on, I'll go from the beginning so we can see the time. of how quick this course actually is. So let's go from 33 seconds. Just to see how much time is being cut off from these boxes. So right now is when their run technically ends, because they had 13 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're not even halfway through the track.
I shouldn't actually be on the water here because it doesn't help. It's not moving water. But yeah, so the track is about 43 seconds long. So we're cutting almost 30 seconds from a normal lap, which is quite impressive.
There's a lot of boxes.
Nope, let's go to the 15 seconds again so we can stop these big time cuts. I agree. Very much so. Because sadly, in 6th place, cutting off 117 milliseconds, with a time of 13.730, is Crash Kart World Fueled, which is me and Flurry.
Congratulations on 6th place, Curio.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't get 14th. I didn't get 15th. I'll take that. So we're on mark again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we have
Where's
2
my
ghosts.
standard
We're
bike?
awesome. We get 2 ghosts. One of them is the downloaded ghost. The other is the original ghost that's actually on my license. So I'm just gonna watch one of them. And this run may be quite enjoyable. Notice the lack of start slide. That's just manually done. But start slip here to get rapid fire hop on this first ramp. Going this route.
Oh wow.
Low trick there. And then watch this. Full stick.
Nice.
And then going
Nice
this
double
route
MP.
here. Tight as possible. Going on this box to get a low trick there. But then going around here to get an extra 2 boxes. And then this box here, as well as these 3 boxes.
Oh my goodness.
And then watch this TAF.
Like a collectathon.
Just some Rio drifts at the end. And then I did do a mini TAF after the lap.
Good stuff. Yeah, I'm really hoping to see more of the collecting.
And one funny
Just
thing about this
collecting
track
all
is
the
you can
boxes in
drive
the
on this
tunnel.
pipe.
Oh, you should have put some boxes up there.
Yeah,
That would have been fun.
have like 10 boxes. And of course, the wall ends here, so you can just go up. But also, this is cool.
This is a pretty cool track. This is the first time I've seen it. I'm not much of a CTR guy,
Yeah,
but it looks fun.
that's our run. The end. And if you wait for the
GG.
water to pull you out of bounds, then you respawn, which is quite funny. But I'm not gonna sit through that. Well, let's save 7 frames. Yeah, I know. You don't get 10 seconds. You get -1. No,
Yeah, it's 1 second per
that
box.
TAF I made in about 15 minutes. So no, it was not more time spent on the TAF than the TAS. It only looks that way because the TAF is so much longer than the TAS. Yeah. Anyway, now comes the point of the stream where I now get to enjoy what we've missed. So far that hasn't happened, but clearly this next run will be the case. So in 5th place, cutting off an enormously large 868 more milliseconds, with a time of 12.862 is Lurwim skipped having a teammate, aka Skip and Lurwim.
Top 4.
And I'm not going to read
Let's
out the rest
go.
of the team name because I think it's stupid.
No, it's mock bike. That's boring. Ah,
See, I've even covered it up with the overlay. Alright, let's see. Start slide. What are they going to do here? Ah, yeah, so just getting that. I suspect that. Here's the super grind that we saw earlier.
super grind. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. And then taking that to get some extra boxes
Oh, we're
here.
not going
and
on the top
then
route.
this shortcut.
I stand corrected. We are going on the top route. Wow.
So, yeah, this is awesome. And then getting all 3. Okay, just going the other direction. But then going backwards to get those 2. Interesting. That may end up being a little slower than the way I did it. But really low trick there.
Beautiful.
And then, yeah, it's finishing with 12.8. Wow. I love that beginning. I mean, I even did it in the TAS. And when I did that in the TAS, I was like, oh no, that's probably gonna like work and be faster or something. But it was already like past midnight. I wanted to just submit, go to bed, and it was the deadline the next day. This is a really nice
very
TAF.
entertaining run.
Oh, that's what I was trying to get in my TAF. Awesome. And then, yeah, there's so much you can do with that pipe. I will ask, which person in the team made this TAF?
This is a pretty good TAF, all
Yeah.
things considered. So, does the reject road go all the way on the ceiling?
It is
the
a
pipe?
proper pipe, yeah. Full pipe, not half
I hope
pipe.
somebody does something funny with that in a TAF or something.
If this was lap 2 task.
Oh boy. If only.
Alright, well, now that we've seen so many different new strats, so we've got the extra 2 boxes at the beginning, that has potential to save up to 2 seconds. And then we've got all 3 boxes entering the pipe, as well as that super grind at the beginning. So yeah, lots of potential. We could see up to 2 or 3 seconds faster than my 6th place run with 3. So the question I'm giving out to everyone, is sub 10 possible?
Oh wait, what time are we on? We're on 12.8.
We're at 12.8. I'm just gonna just throw the question out there. Do you think sub 10 is possible?
I'm gonna say yes.
All right, going with
I am an
optimism here.
optimist. I am a believer.
I'm going to say that it's possible if it happens. All right. Well, in 4th place, this should give some indicator of whether it's going to happen. Cutting off 1.1 seconds.
Oh boy.
With a time of 11.711 is Cayenne Tactical.
Congratulations on what place we at? 4th?
Yeah.
I forgot already.
Yeah, we're at top.
Congratulations on 4th place.
Alright, so which strats are they going to do? Which strats are they not going to do? Which strats are they going to invent? Let's find out. So doing this backwards with 2 tricks as well. No super grind.
Oh, and no super grind.
Really low trick there, wow. And then, okay, that strat returns. Not quite the double MT that Archie did. I am curious.
So we're not going around this time.
And yeah, they didn't do the shortcut. So, oh, that's what I was trying to get. Oh, they managed to do
Oh,
it.
that's nice.
Well done. Oh, I
run, too.
love being proven right. That must be how
That's a
police
nice final
felt
time,
in
too.
Special Task 3. It all comes back to Special Task 3.
No, that was good though.
That
I
was a
really,
really nice run. Oh my god, first is going to be insane if they put all
no,
this
for a little
together.
bit there, I was starting to worry that these runs
We're
weren't
boring.
actually going to get very entertaining. They were
Yeah,
just going to be
no, a
like
lot of
optimized
people were
normal
thinking
driving.
that. And I suspect the people complaining about how simple the tasks were the ones who didn't find the strats. So, I mean, you can never judge a task until you've tried it, you've competed in it, and you've seen the results.
True. Very true.
Because just trying it,
So how do we do better than that? That's what I want
how
to
do you
know.
do better than that? Well, we got to put these strats together. We got so many things to combine here. It's like a big puzzle piece. But we've got to imagine how the run looks before we can do that. So, in third place, getting a bronze medal. Well, getting third place. And that's really important because they really, really like getting third place. They enjoy getting third place, in fact. Cutting off 600 milliseconds with a time of, wait for it, 11.111
Let's go.
is Elusine and Kawe Deloru.
Congratulations.
That is probably the single greatest time ever.
That was a really nice time. I imagine. Did you guys lose some time to get those digits? There's no shame in. There's no shame in it. I've done it before. It's worth it.
Let's see. So we're definitely going to see this strat at the start. Are we going to see the super grind? No. Is it faster?
You do miss out on the MT right there. And it's not very long,
Yeah, they
so
did
it
only
could
one
be not.
MT. And way lower ejection there. Wow.
Clean. Very clean.
Not tricking, so doing the no trick strat. And let's see. Oh, getting a trick and all three. Wow. But only getting one of those boxes, so losing a little bit of time.
Interesting.
And still
I
haven't
mean,
used their mushroom. Oh.
oh my goodness. Are
There's
you kidding
more.
me? That's faster?
There's more. Oh no. What? It's just a collision hole. Okay.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, it's CTGP backwards, I see. No, you gotta reach that -1. Oh. Alright.
That's fun.
Alright, okay. And that actually counts the lap?
Surely not.
It did. They're actually in lap 2.
What the heck? Wait. That
counted-
can't be right.
That counted the lap. That's insane.
Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
What is wrong with this team? Oh my god. Alright, well. Now we've got even more to piece together. Which shroom spot's faster? Is it the one Lurwim did, or is it the one Elusine's team did? Alright, well. We have 3 teams and a solo competitor left. So we've got Shadow and Zepchi. We've got Marvis and Police. We've got Gaberbu. And we've got Wexton Bushi.
Bushi. Bushi submission.
Bushi
Hello.
submitted. I know. So the question is, who do you think is going to win? So we're gonna
I
start a
don't know at
poll.
this point.
We're gonna start a poll with the options. That option. Okay, so we've got who did I say? Shadow and Zap G. We've got Marvis and Police. We've got Wext and Bushi teaming up for the second time. That's cool. Who will win Task 12 2025? Alright, poll started. Go and vote.
I mean, my money's got to be on Bushi. He's the GOAT.
Who is your favorite competitor, Epic?
Like, out of all of them in every
Yeah.
task, like, I don't know. That's, I don't know. I haven't really considered it before.
Yeah, I was just asked this morning on who my favorite competitor is. Whoops.
Bushi's up there, though. He's
Yeah.
always got some crazy, like, dude, ever since the Coconut Mall tree incident, like,
No, ever since piracy warning wheelchair. Okay, let's be real.
oh
That's when
yeah,
it
oh, I
started.
forgot about that one. That one was fantastic.
No, it's just ridiculous. And we got to watch the whole 5-minute setup. Well, I had to watch the whole 5-minute setup. I cut it down for the video. All right, enough delaying. I'll keep the poll up so you guys can change your answer once we find out who's second. But second place, cutting off 384 milliseconds with a time of 10.727 is Wexton Bushi.
A valiant effort. Congratulations on second place. Shiny silver medal for you.
All right, Bushi, do your magic. Still no super grind?
Wait, did he miss one of the boxes?
I don't think so. We can watch that again if you want. Tricking? Are you kidding me?
You can do that?
You can
You
trick
can
there?
trick there? What? Oh, you know, he must have hit the road.
Yeah. I know how
Like-
he tricked, but I can't believe it's
Oh.
possible to trick.
Oh, that's really interesting. We are going back and forth to get every
Oh,
box.
and then he's gonna do the.
And we're
yeah,
doing the wall hit. Yes!
Oh god. 10.7. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like I should have spent more than 2 days on this. But there's only so
That was very
many.
nice.
There's only so many strats you can find in 2 days. When you're trying
Yeah,
to rush to
on a track like
optimize.
this. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's look at this poll. What are the votes saying now? Gone up? Yeah. Yeah, you should. I don't know. Maybe you can. I guess. Maybe not. Yeah, I suppose end poll. Yeah. So, in first place, impressively, winning back-to-back, cutting off 117 milliseconds, with a 10.16, not 160, 610, sorry for everyone who was scared for a brief second. In first place is the reverse optimum strategy, yeah, Marvis and Police.
GG's.
And
I'm excited to see this.
I don't know what to expect here. This better be first place. Proper start slide. Going to the left. Getting the full thing there. Only one trick. Possible time loss. Not drift tricking there. Interesting.
They're pretty fast still to me.
Okay.
We gonna get the trick
Similar
here? We're
thing there,
not.
No trick. So more time loss. So that means something's coming. Getting even more boxes.
Oh, that's smart.
So I mean, so
like
clearly
that.
still time to save from this run on top of like that beginning, but not even doing the ending strat.
GG.
So without that extra box,
Again.
that could have been maybe third or fourth. Oh, doing that. Oh, what? Wow. So what I
That
would
was
say
cool.
is I think sub 10 is possible then.
I think it is, yeah.
In fact,
If you combine literally everything.
I may, after showing the DQs, I may try and get sub 10 myself on stream.
Oh.
Just for fun. I'll edit the end, get rid of that shroom, and try and get that sub 10 with the end boxes. All right. So, absolute congratulations. Let's watch that in slow-mo.
It's gonna be very interesting to see the comparison to second, I think.
Well, the comparison to second is going to be weird, because this run will be ahead.
Yeah. That's true, actually. I don't even know if comparisons will be possible.
Yeah, that's why I'm unsure how the video is going to work. That actually looked quite fast. Now that I see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopping before that, I'm not sure about that, but it's a really awkward boost panel placement, so. Yeah, I think every single team did this strat differently. From my testing, the double mini turbo was faster, but I don't know if the really, really low approach is better, and of course, trick may not be possible the way I did it, so. Yeah, this
bounce is
there,
so
that's
nice.
the winning strat right there.
No trick right there. That was surprising to me.
And of course, yeah, still, those reject roads looked improvable. They didn't do reject right there. They did there. That's good. But then, yeah, if they hadn't used that mushroom, they could have saved it for the end. And got 2 extra boxes. Potentially sub 10. So, yeah, huge congratulations to Marvis on becoming, I did the math earlier, the 7th person ever to win back-to-back tasks.
The back-to-back club.
Now the pressure is on. Can you be the 5th person ever to go back-to-back-to-back? All right. Well, we've got our DQs. Got our DQs. So thankfully both of these are intentional, so no one missed out on any points where they could have got them. So in DQ's place, getting disqualified. I don't remember which team I put first. Congarts. Wait, no, Cognarts.
Cognart.
Yeah, Cognarts, Shadow. But yeah, Gabriel didn't complete the task. He submitted to Sherbet Land. I don't know what to expect. I do know what combo he used. He used Puro Please Flame Runner. Or rather, I'm using Kuro Plays Flame Runner. He used Mel Flame Runner. It's okay, they have the same stats.
Unsure about that. So is this supposed to be on a custom track, Shadow?
Maybe. This
Or
isn't Shadow's Run. This is
Oh,
Gamer's
wait.
Run.
wait, I thought it was. I don't know. I saw him in chat. I thought it was Shadows for some
I
reason.
think he just like drove off the edge.
Wow.
It's brilliant.
Incredible DQ.
Just- yep. you
It's a
drowned
metaphor
me.
for life.
Well,
That's
this-
what I think.
All right. Sad DQ. But yeah, this is what we all want to watch. So also being DQ'd. Yeah. I really wished I wouldn't have to do a stream that had one of these, but yeah.
You know what'd be really funny if we did a custom track task where the custom track was on this slot, but like this run actually completes the track. Like we could like design a custom track specifically to make this line, to make this ghost like the fastest possible
So
ghost.
one
or
thing
something.
I've always wanted to do, I haven't been able to do it because I haven't been a streamer, so I haven't had control of the dolphin. But this task was on lap 1, so you wait for this. That's the run.
Oh my gosh.
There
We
you go.
completed lap 1.
Completed lap 1.
It's true. Everything else is just a tap.
There you go. We've seen the TAF before. And Jello made a better one. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm assuming ZapG didn't actually contribute a single thing to your team. In which case it would just be you solo. That matters for statistics, by the way. Have to show the TAF? No, I don't. I showed the lap 1. We know what the TAF is. Bad streamer. No! No one wants to watch it for the 11th or 12th time, okay? What they want to watch is me telling everyone what the next task is. I know, it's not even your efforts, I know. But you submitted it, that's all. You got DQ'd for copying someone else's run. Yeah. Anyway, yes, it's just Game Brew Ghost. That's why I had the Game Brew me. So, next task is pretty fun. Because of scheduling plans and the completion of task designs and codes and vacations and everything, we've decided to swap. Decided to swap what was going to be the solo task 13 and speed task 14 to be speed task 13, solo task 14. So next task is actually going to be a speed task. And since it's a speed task, I don't actually need to put anything on screen. In fact, I'll show you what I had ready. Yeah.
I don't like speed tasks.
TBD. We know what it is. Right. So, with that being said, Dash, can you go get the speed task ready? And I will now go and get sub 10. Stick around if you want to see sub 10.
I am going to have dinner, but it was nice. Thank you for letting me commentate.
Oh, no worries. Thank you
impromptu
for
like that.
joining in. That made for good back and forth.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you, everyone. I'm not leaving, by the way. I'll still be on screen. Just editing the end of first place. It's entirely possible that that's actually not even faster. That'll be interesting to find out. Yeah, we get to watch obviously Felice's run one more time. That bonk is just ridiculous. As is every single person that did that. That was awesome. Alright. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Second. Definitely did this optimally fine. I'm also going to turn the volume off because I know people don't like hearing people task with audio, generally speaking. Okay, I don't actually know how to do this, so I'm just taking a guess. That's not how it works. That's also not how it works. But it's still not how it works. And I mean, the problem is actually that, yeah, it's 10.5, so that's actually a the end of timing, assuming I don't hit this wall here. that, that's nice. So 10.5 may be the limit, provided I actually hit the box, which I'm struggling to do at the moment. There we go. Come on. You can do it. No. Anyone who's actually done this, please feel free to edit their ghost once the results are posted. Ah, there we go. No, it still keeps counting up. Why? Yeah, that may end up being slower. We've hit the box before the wall. I actually was trying that. Gotta get a good second bounce. Yeah, I know. Was it safe? I've lost it already. I guess I'm restarting. Yeah, I will try to hit the first box before the wall. That's probably a better idea. Oh, wait. Whoops. 9, 0, 8, 7. Okay, let me just quickly save player to player. Oops, clicked it twice. Player only. Then I don't have to retest that shameless trick thing. I'm not sure that sub 10 is going to be possible though, unfortunately. So it seems like too much of a ask to get to that box any earlier than the trick allows you to. It's gonna be close though. That's the thing with all these boxes though, it's not immediately clear that they are faster. That's why it's such a variety of times. So now you can see where it branches off. Yeah, that's not fast at all. It's probably gonna have plenty of time save here. That may be the biggest opportunity to get improvements to the best. Right, then got yeah, that does not give a good position, sadly. That time is pretty close. Yeah, you would waste time before the final ramp, but I think it's possible to make that faster, but I just didn't do the wraparound and low trick good enough because I was getting like a 10.693 with bad driving. Like here, you can see I actually drove to the box. My instant finish here. I know I don't. Oh, whoops. Yeah, ignore. Whoop. If I can prove that by more than 0.1, then it's faster. And I am curious whether the super grind at the beginning is faster too. And of course, they're missing the trick as well. So that's definitely even more time save. And that reject road, I think, could be done a little better. I'm not sure. That may just be an angle issue. Okay, so here I just need to. I could hop in the. Just try and really need to be. Okay, suppose that. Yeah. Yeah, that's more like it. Well, that misses the hit. Just give people an idea of how fast I got at the end. So for anyone who's still here, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna head out. Good luck everyone on task 13, and I'll see you all next time I ever decide to do this thing again.